Hey guys, Kev here, and it's time for another flashlight shenanigans video. So I just want to talk a little bit about flashlights, some custom lights I got in recently, a couple that I had modded, and I do have a new one that showed up like this. So hopefully the flashlight's in there. We're gonna find out. So, a couple new ones I got. I got this Fellholter FTD. So, bought this off a buddy, and it's pretty sick. So, I got this off my buddy Artie. He does mod work, and he was kind enough to mod the engine for me. So, this has 519A LEDs. I bought a bunch of those and basically, sent them to him so that whenever I send him something for mod work, he can put those in, because I love me some 519A. Just really, really dig it. It was an absolute beast, but I was able to get a glow gasket in here. For some reason, it did not want to go in this sucker, and then it didn't want to tighten down all the way. And I think I finally got it all the way tight. I don't know if it was just the driver kept loosening. So basically I just take some snap ring pliers, find the spot right here that I can grip. Yeah, see, I can't turn that anymore. That's as tight as that thing is gonna go. And yeah, I just had trouble where this seam right here was just huge. It would be like this. And I was able to finally get it tightened all the way down with the gasket. So just a matter of getting it seated right and then really cranking it down. But anyway, the Fellholter FTD is pretty cool. I didn't know if I'd love this finish. I actually really like it. It's titanium with this sort of it's just like a really hefty stone wash. Almost looks bronze in a way. Very cool. Some people don't like the branding. It doesn't bother me one bit. I don't mind that they put their name on there. It's very subtle to me. Doesn't stand out like crazy. The logo's here as well, but whatever. This one's comfortable in the hand. You can get a good cigar grip on it. I swapped the boot cover out, obviously. And this came with a dragon. So I have a amber dragon in here. And yeah, I really like it now that it's all set up. It has a great clip. That's one thing you don't get on all flashlights, is a great clip. Another new one I got, a viewer reached out to me because I had been saying and posting in groups that I want a Naab beam. And these are so hard to get. And a viewer was kind enough to sell me this. So I got this Naab beam. By the way, flashlights are expensive, just so you know. I think this was $550. That did include the LED swap and everything. This $750, I think I paid. Now these are extremely rare. John, who makes these, stopped making these, and they're very hard to find, and people absolutely love them. It's like a strange cult following, and I didn't get it till I got one. I've seen them a few times in pictures, and I was like, I don't know if I love the aesthetic with the mill lines. It's deceiving on in photos. It might not be as much on camera, but I thought this portion right here was a little wider. Like, I thought it was as wide as this almost. And I don't really like lights where it's like the same thickness overall, if you can't tell. So in person, this is nice and thin right here. It's really comfortable in the hand and a cigar grip. It has a beautiful seam. I mean, you can almost not even tell that seam is right there. Just disappears. It's really well done. In comparison, another one with a great seam is the DC1, and you can really spot the seam on that, but it's done really well. This is not the best example, but once you get it tight, it actually is pretty good. This one's pretty good as well. So, On the Hanko, they kind of play that up. I think they chamfer the inside of each side so it shows off the threading or the seam. But anyway, this is really, really good. Came with this blue clip, which is pretty cool. I've seen a couple with the blue clip out there. I haven't seen a ton in this machined satin finish. I have another buddy who has one of these. It's pretty much the same build. But mine has a dragon in it. So this is a red dragon. It has some kind of, I think it's LH351D emitters, but they're pretty good. I think I would prefer the 519A. Of course, it's just my preference in general. So I may send this off to my buddy Artie to get him to swap the emitters out to this. You know, I just love it. But I do really like this, and I was able to, another little update, I was able to get Tritium in here. So there's a whole story that goes into this, but basically I ordered Tritium, and my buddy Artie was going to help get it installed into the optics, but it turned out that doing Tritium is very, very like detailed and just, it's a pain in the ass basically. And so another buddy, Steve, like invented a device to drill the optics and everything. So we sent all the Tritium to him, and he did the optics, and we're learning as we go here. And yeah, I did end up getting some of these with Tritium in there. So I have 3 here, and hopefully if there's actually a flashlight in here, this one will get some too. But basically I have orange Tritium in here in my Hanko with an orange glow gasket, which is pretty sick. So that's cool. And this now has 519A as well, 4500K. So I have a Dragon driver with 519A in my Hanko, and that is absolutely a joy. A joy. Love it. My other, if that Hanko is in there, that one will probably get 219C, because I do have one other pill I can put in there. But this one has blue Tritium, and then it actually has this white gasket, and that white gasket kind of glows blue. So the Tritium almost like plays off of it and makes it glow blue. So I highly recommend white glow gaskets. I've learned my lesson doing this now, that the gaskets that you want are white and or matching red and orange to a secondary color. I don't have any green dragons, so I haven't tried a green one. And blue would probably work with blue. But what happens is your glow gasket actually impacts your beam a little bit. So you can't really see it on camera, but there's a little bit of an orange glow around the sides, and that's coming off of that glow gasket. So if you have a white glow gasket, which I have, I think I have blue in here with white again, and again, even though it's an amber secondary, it kind of glows blue and then has the blue trit, so it looks cool. But when this is on, you don't have any issues because it's a white gasket. It just doesn't, you know, put off any weird colors or anything. So I did get Tritium in these 3, which is cool. And then this Hydra, this is a JC Customs Hydra. Artie was able to swap this out to 519A as well. So now I have Nichia 519A 4500K in my Hydra, and I really like this flashlight, guys. This is a sleeper for me. A lot of people love the DC0, and I do like the DC0 a lot. But for a 14500, this is one of the better ones if you like a triple emitter. So that's the thing. It almost gives you the same. I mean, look at this. This is on high right here. Right? Yeah, that was high. All right. This is the Hydra. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's about the same brightness. Let me go one more. I mean, it's close, man. And you get it in such a smaller package. So she said, you get a glow gasket. I could put tritium in here. I'd have to specifically put it into this optic, which might be a pain. I'd have to order a new optic for it, I guess. But yeah, very cool. So let's see what's in that package. Oh, one other thing. The switch on here, man. So basically the way it comes, the switch is super soft. And I was trying to swap it. You have to unscrew this metal ring here. It kind of comes out. But the O-ring in there was rotting, and it just broke when I took it out. And then the spring on the switch was actually rusted. So I put a new switch in, and then I was trying to put a stronger, like, rubber boot cover on. But this thing would not tighten down flush with the ones I put in there. I put a new O-ring in, which seems to work fine. But a thicker rubber switch does not work because it won't tighten down. So I literally had to take a cheap, like, Chinese, I think it's rubber, it might be silicone, but it's thinner and softer switch cover, and I had to cut it to shape to fit under this thing. And I got it, so I have, because the switch cover ripped when I took it out, because I didn't realize that you could unscrew this. I tried, but it didn't work at first. So I just yanked it out and I ripped the switch cover, which was also old and kind of brittle. So I had to make my own, basically, cut it to size. So it works fine, but it's just kind of soft. It's better than it was, honestly. But I would love to find a way to put a stiff switch cover into the Naab beam. So if anybody has any recommendations, please let me know. Would love that. I've tried Okluma, but they're just too thick that when you tighten it down, it can't tighten this ring all the way down, unfortunately. So it's almost like you have to have a soft switch because it has to be soft enough to tighten it down, right? And that's the one gripe. I love this flashlight, but that bugs me to no end that I have this super soft switch. So here we go. Oh, luckily there is a pouch. And it feels like something's in there, so that's good. Anything else in here? No. Okay. Hanko Machine Works. All right. We have a flashlight, ladies and gentlemen. So this is my new Hanko. Whoa, Kev. This is a stone-washed titanium Hanko Trident, and this is the reactor pattern. So I went full reactor this time. Full reactor, and look at that clip, dude. That clip is sexy as fudge. Here's my camo tie. I'm trying to collect all of the materials. So I have camo tie and now stonewash tie. Yeah. Is this, it doesn't have a battery? Oh, last time it came with one, didn't it? I swear it came with a battery last night. Double check packaging. Maybe that's what they took out. Maybe they took a battery out of there. I don't know. Anyway, I have batteries, so it's not like it matters. I know they, I think, prefer these black keep powers. I really like these too. And this is a Dr. Jones driver, which I don't know how long that'll stay in here. I might put a dragon in. And I do have tritium for this already. But I gotta say, I do actually really like the color. I did like the color on my first one. Maybe right now it's just like a little bit of shock because I haven't seen a warmer color like this in a while. But I didn't mind it. But you have the Dr. Jones. You have low. Is this like backwards? No. Low, moonlight, low, medium, high. And then back to low. And then you double tap for turbo. So what I do is get rid of this mode. So you have moonlight, low, medium, high, right? Click on, click off. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. There you go. So I get rid of that mode. So now I have moonlight, low, medium, and then back to moonlight. And then I double tap for turbo. So that moonlight is nice and low. And then the low is obviously low. And then medium, I usually set to like number 16, which is pretty good already, but we'll try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3. Shuts off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we go. So now I have moonlight. Oops. Moonlight, low, medium, and then back to moonlight. And if I want high, I just double tap, and that'll go to full turbo. It does look like there is a memory setting, which I can't remember which one's memory, guys. 6 is memory. Is 6 memory to turn that off? I'll have to check that and do it in a second. But yeah, I'm gonna put Tritium in here, and yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. So anyway, to install Tritium, you literally just, you have to have somebody drill an optic. I'll show you what it looks like. I have purple here. I'm saving for my barrel flashlight. So basically, somebody has to drill the face of the optic. So you have to drill perfectly down into this leg, and then it keeps the leg there. So this way you don't have any issues installing it. I've seen it done the other way, where people drill in from this side, lose the leg, and then use the Tritium as a leg. But then the leg breaks and shit. At least I think I've seen people do it that way. But basically, you just have to drill straight in, and you want to get to about right where the end of this, where the leg starts. And then you have to kind of use forceps and push that Tritium in through the front, and you got to make sure it sits flush so that it doesn't bump against the glass. Then it's going to crack. We learned a few lessons yesterday, but this one has purple in it. I'm saving it for my barrel M2JN that has blue secondary and everything. But that's how it works. And then you just take this and you put it on top of your driver, and then you screw your driver back in, tighten it down. And if it's flush and everything makes sense, it shouldn't have any issues when you tighten it. So that's how that works. This is nice, man. I really like this clip. I like that he kind of matches the clip color to everything. You know, I've had some people say camo tie is the best and stonewash tie is not as nice, but I gotta tell you, I'm really liking the stonewash. This is beautiful. I really like the full reactor too. Technically, I could, if I wanted to, switch these out. And now I have a camo Tesseract stonewash reactor. That's not bad. And then you'd have a reactor twist with 2 different materials. Now I have the Dragon in here, and I have the Dr. Jones in here. But obviously I'm just being silly. So the next one I want to try to get is a polished titanium. You know, it is, I guess, a little tricky. They have one that's called prism tie, and that's like rainbow looking titanium. And that's cool and all, But I just don't know if I want that, even though I want all the different versions. It's kind of tricky to me. Do I do it? Do I not? I don't know. I also bought these. Check these out. So these are different tweezers. Plastic tweezers I got. And I thought these would be good for different things. You know, this could work for the Tritium to slot it into the optics. This is like a pointy tweezer. Now, these aren't going to be sturdy enough to do some things. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to, you know, twist out a switch. I have a tool for that. But I got these actually for this flashlight for the switch cover. Because I'm thinking, if I can get that... shit, it wouldn't fit in this way. It would fit in that way. I just am worried if I remove the retaining ring with a tool that's not plastic or something, I might mar up that ring. There's no way to do it this way, though. Maybe the pokey one would work. If you get it into those slots, you know? Yeah, but I think it's going to just crack, you know? Ooh, this one's kind of, it's a little stouter there. Maybe these will fit in. Oh, let's see. Is that notched in there? Kind of hard to get both. Yeah, see, it's twisting out. I'm just concerned. Normally I would use this, and I'm just concerned that if I slip out at all, I am going to scratch that ring. Oh, okay. Easy. Okay, here we go. So the reason I want to do this is I want to see how he puts the switch cover in. And I also want to see if I can put a Okluma switch cover in. Because you know me, I just want it to be a little bit stiffer. So she said, this is working so far. Wow, that's a really interesting way to do it. So it's sort of similar to the Naab beam, but a different sort of way. I think I might have gotten it. I just need to... Does it just keep coming out, or? Now maybe I can use these. Maybe it is still spinning, I don't know. I guess it... I don't want it to take forever, but trying to also be very careful. I think it is still rotating because it looks like it's coming up over the switch or something. But I'm wondering if at some point I just need to grab that switch and yank it. And that'll probably bring the ring with it, right? So if I yank this now. Yep, there we go. Okay. So now we get a look inside. You get those threads. Beautiful. Look at that. And then you have your switch that sits inside that ring. Okay? And here is the switch. That's decent. So let's see if we can we can get a stiffer one, so she said in there. But I also don't know, the size might not work with certain, you know what I mean? Might have to be a certain size. So let me get the ones I like out. I don't have many left, honestly. Or maybe I do. These are the little ones, right? These are the ones I love. I also have some that are pretty sure the same, but I'm not positive. Oh no, that's not for sure. All right. I have these two that I think are Okluma too, but wasn't positive. All right, let me just get everything in here. These are Okluma, but they're they have these little nubs on them. I might just have to order more from Okluma. I just feel bad constantly ordering switches from the guy. So these are the DC0 switches covers, and they're a little bit smaller. So I didn't know if that would be better for this, right? Kind of fits in there, right? And it's rubber, which is nice. Where these are the DC1. I'm pretty sure these are from Okluma as well. And I'll see if I can feel a difference or see a difference. But this is one out of the Okluma bag. Maybe. I'll just keep these separate. Those will be my last resort Okluma ones. So, will this fit in here is the question. Doesn't look like it. You'd have to really, like, shove it in there. I don't know if, well, I guess it's kind of in there. I don't know if that would work, though. Let me check the switch while we're here. I haven't had any issues, but yeah, that's tight. All right, let's see. Would this even... See, I don't know how that would work. I think you might have to put it in and then... If I just tighten that down, that's going to mess it up, right? I think you got to put the... You got to put the switch in. Let's see. This is the original one. Let's see how it would work. Yeah, so I think you take a pick or something and you pop this in down there, and then the thing goes around it. Got it. So I don't know. I guess the question is, will this fit down in there? Is a big question. I really want a flat one. I think the answer is becoming no. Oh, wait. I think I got it in. Okay. Interesting. No O-ring on this Hanko design. But I'm not sure I can get that retaining ring down. First, let's see if it functions. Batteries are charging. Feels good. Okay. Now, will this work? Probably not. I need to, like, how am I supposed to shove it in as I'm pushing it down? You know what I mean? It's very difficult. Yeah, I don't think that works. So, I think if you're gonna go with something like that, you probably have to use this little guy, which fits down in there. and drop that in. It seems very low though. Let's see, how's this one sit? Does that sit low as well? Maybe I'm overthinking it, huh? Maybe that switch feels just as good as the other ones. Well, we can test it, right? Should be fine to see this. Fits right in there. But I wonder if that's going to mess with the... Is that going to mess with the waterproof ing of it? Maybe a little bit. Not that I'm that worried about it. Okay, so it does fit in there. It's not moving around. Feels pretty good. Still tail stands. Just a smaller switch. Could just try it this way for now. But I don't think, honestly, I don't think that feels any stiffer, so don't really see the point in that one. Careful. Oh, still. There we go. All right, so that doesn't feel stiffer to me. So really, I just want to see if I can get this in. So let's just try it. I don't think the main way would work. I can't just put it in and then place the ring. I can't do it this way. So I don't know how I would push the, I mean, I could try it. Let's just see if I can get this around here. Can I still use this to push it down? I guess I sort of can. Nah. See, I'm just pushing around the... And then if I tighten this, I don't know if that's gonna... Yeah, I don't think that works. So you gotta do it the other way. You gotta hope it just kind of snugs down on it. I know this is super stupid, but that's what I'm here for, guys. I do this so you don't have to. Well, for those of you who actually care. So... down in there. I see it down in there on one side. I need to... Yeah, I think we got it. So now, Question is, can you push hard enough as you're trying to get it in place, right? Let's see if this works, baby. Oh, it's working. Oh my God, it's working. Well, let's... Oh, baby. Okay, careful, Kev. I know you're excited, but just be careful. Trying to make sure I'm actually in the ring. There we go. I don't know how tight you need to go with this. It's snug. Is there like a, can you see anything? Is it supposed to? Yeah, I think it's supposed to be tighter. Hold on, let's see. So it kind of snugs up to the bottom there. Sorry, I'm looking in the... it's pretty close. Pretty close. See if I can get a little more, but I don't want to go crazy here. Just want to make sure. It does go more. Be great if there was a tool for this, like a plastic tool or something sturdy tool. See, I keep dropping out of it. All right, that's as tight as I can comfortably go without marring. Oh, it feels stiff. No problem with the tail stand. Oh, beautiful. That is a beautiful thing, people. Absolutely beautiful thing. So you can fit no Kluma switch in there. I'm about to switch out the other one. Right, meow. This does feel good, by the way. I mean, it's a fantastic switch. It really is. There's really not a big need to do this. I'm just a weirdo. You know, I like the look of these two. They're a little flatter and whatnot, but definitely not necessary. So anyway, guys, there's a look at some nonsense if you guys are interested in any of that. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. Oh, this is the wrong one. Definitely let me know if you have any questions. And I will link what I can down below. Shout out to Jeff Hanko and Ken, who runs the Facebook group. Awesome guys. And yeah, I'm going to keep trying to get more of these. They're just gorgeous flashlights, man. Fantastic flashlights. It's really, you know, the machine quality on these, what you get for your money. I just think it's to me, even though they're some of the most expensive, I think they're some of the best value in the flashlight game. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. I love you. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I'll catch you later. Peace.